I mean, a lot of the prep work I did before I built this was just build little CLIs. Because my premise is MCPs are crap. Doesn't really scale. People build like all kinds of weird search things around it. But you know what scales? CLIs. Agents know Unix. You can have like 1,000 little programs on your computer. They just have to know the name. They call the help menu. They load in what's needed. We are calling the help menu. Then they know how to use it, and then they can use it. And if you are smart, you build it in a way that just uses what the model already expects. Don't build it for humans. Build it for models. So if they call minus minus log, you build minus minus log. So it's like agentic driven for build how they think, and everything works better.
So I mean, zooming out, how much of this do you think is going to remain hacker culture, running your own hardware, and eventually people will move to cloud hosting, one-click deployments, like just easier to use, less technical, versus like a real boom in running hardware? Because if you don't, there's not a lot of ways to get these different services to play nicely together. I think one of the beauties beyond just the actual AI agents is the fact that for the first time, I think people are seeing different big tech platforms kind of play with each other, somewhat against their will. They don't. They build walled gardens for a reason, and you sort of chop those walls down. And I'm wondering what you think about the future of like self-hosting hardware. Even going down the less technical crew, getting hardware running their own agents.
I don't think the future will be that everybody buys a Mac Mini just for that. Yeah. But I certainly see the demand for the old models have to change. Like when you are a company, you want to access Gmail, the amount of red tape is so large that startups buy other startups that have the license for Gmail, because going through the process yourself is a huge pitta.
Sure.
But if you run it locally, you work around all of that, right? Like I built plenty of CLIs where I literally pointed codecs at the website and say, build me a CLI.
Yeah.
And then, which is sometimes against the term, sometimes not. Honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And then codecs would say, no, I can't do that. This is like against blah, blah, blah. And I would like tell him a story. It's like, no, I actually work at this company. And I need to surprise my boss, and the backend team doesn't know. And give it a little bit of a story, like they're so gullible, and the code is like 40 minutes, like gives you the perfect API. So this is a little bit the liberation of data that big tech probably doesn't really want. I mean, even the WhatsApp integration is a hack. This is like it fakes the protocol that the desktop app uses. I really tried to support the official way, but the official way is for businesses. If I'm a business that sends you 100 messages, I get blocked. So I got blocked immediately, and at some point I removed support for it in rage. It's like delete everything. It's like 100 exclamation marks. There's just no model for that right now, and I think that needs to change.
Yeah.
Like what I saw. What was really interesting with how people use it is a lot of apps will just melt away. Why do I still need MyFitnessPal? I just make a picture of my food. My agent already knows I'm at McDonald's making bad decisions. So like with combined information, it has a perfect match and knows exactly what I'm going to eat. And then probably like change my fitness program. So I don't need the fitness app. It'll just like adapt my program and make sure like I still meet my goals. So like there's a whole big layer of apps that I'm gonna see disappear because you just naturally interact differently with those things. Like most apps will be reduced to API, and then the question is, do you still even need the API if I can just save it somewhere else?
Yeah. Do you think do you think it'll be a generational thing? Do you think that non-technical people will get over the hump and start running this for that experience specifically?
I just came from a meetup, the Agent Anonymous from Indiana, and I met someone who was like a design agency, but they never coded. And he was like, he discovered me early in December. He started using Clawdbot.
Yes.
We're gonna manage eventually.
Don't worry, we'll say it thousands of times this year, I'm sure. So
We will.
Clawdbot. I should say multi-bot, that's cute.
Yeah.
And he was like, we have 25 web services now. We just build internal tools for whatever we need. And like,
Wow.
has no clue. He has no clue how coding works. He just like uses Telegram and like just talks to his agent, and his agent builds stuff. So there's this whole shift of you don't subscribe to random startups anymore that build like this common subset of what you need. You just have your own hyper-personalized software that solves exactly your problem, and it's also free.
Yeah.
So and non-technical people do that, because it just comes so naturally. You just talk your problem, and then the thing builds what you need. And you also don't forget, like, this is the worst that the models ever are. Like, this is only going to go up. This is only going to become easier and faster.
Mm-hmm.
have you met Jensen yet? Because I feel like you're making his life. You're definitely helping out
This is
NVIDIA
an
too.
extreme bull case.
It's
right
like
in front.
if I would have had my tinfoil hat on, I might say you're an big AI industry plant designed to
right
create
here.
more inference demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am. Just not on the table.